Whoa. What's going on,
What's
Mace?
up? How's it going, dude?
I want to start this podcast out immediately, right off the bat.
Okay.
I got to tell you something.
What's that?
I finally watched.
Castle Rock.
And I know
Good.
exactly why you were so determined to have me watch it.
Oh, okay, good. Now you know.
That, obviously, the ending, the very end.
Mm-hmm. So what was that? What was that face? What was that smile?
He's Pennywise. He has to be.
Whoa, you think so?
Spoiler alert, how could that not be Pennywise? His eyes went, he smiled exactly.
I know.
100% in my mind. But I don't know how it makes sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
I don't know. I don't really understand
Would it be a Pennywise origin story?
No. I mean, impossible.
Oh yeah, it's impossible because obviously
a billion years old.
Yeah. He crashed. So it can't be Pennywise.
Well, it can't. No, it can be. I mean, it could be him on Earth, and somehow he's weakened to a weakened state, and somehow where he has to be that boy or something. Because he did have a goal. Remember, they were going to the forest or something.
Yes. Yeah.
And no one wanted him to go to the forest. So I got a feeling some bad shit was going to happen. It's
true.
But so he was bad, right? I mean, is that what you got out of it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming he's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but
he
I
is.
Didn't know. That's the thing. It's like it's totally open up to interpretation. I have no idea.
That has to mean he was that smiled, and oh man, I was
too creepy not to be evil.
Yeah, I mean, how could you, that's a smile, and not say that it's not Pennywise? It was 100% Pennywise.
It was.
I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is played by the same guy though, so
I know, but so is that black kid is playing a different kid, even though.
True. Good point.
So I'm really not.
That's a good point.
Of course, they could be different universes. I don't know. But I just wanted to let you know finally that
Well, thank you, and I appreciate that. And if I had like a soundboard on this podcast, I would hit the applause one where everyone's applauding and cheering.
And I'm just as pissed as finishing it as I knew I was going to be.
Right.
Because
Because you
as
wanted
soon as
more,
I saw
right?
that, I'm like, oh, don't do that to me, Stephen King. Don't you dare.
That's what he does. And then we're left in the dust for.
I got a feeling they're making some mega Stephen King universe over at Hulu.
Oh yeah, they've got.
We already got 11. What was it? 1106.
11/22/63.
11/22/63. We already got that.
Yep.
We're getting all these hints, and that another thing, which we don't need to talk about a lot of Castle Rock, but at the end with what's her face writing the story. Because Mara shows it goes to like a diner or something, and the girl, the blonde chick,
right,
who went and saved the guy who's getting murdered by the couple, she's writing the story about her uncle.
That's right.
And Mara, she's like, I'm taking a trip soon. She's gonna go to the Overlook Hotel and stay there. So I'm hoping maybe that will be the next series. It'll be like a Shining spinoff with her at the Overlook Hotel.
Sick. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And she could take some like friends there or something.
Is this like rumored? Like, have you heard of this, or is this your speculation?
Well, I thought that was after the credits, so I assumed they were trying to set something up for, because she's like, well, how about go where it all started and whatnot? Because
I don't remember that after the credits. I must not have watched it.
Yeah, it was her. And
it's like a Marvel thing. It's after credit.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it was in the new Stephen King universe. Hopefully, Marvel and them team up. We get a big superhero film. We got all the people from Stephen King. But this is Have You Seen It podcast.
This is.
And this is the movie news version of that podcast, correct? So
welcome.
Do we have some news? Yeah.
We do. I've got a few things written down. A lot of news, actually.
Oh, dude, you're fired up.
I am fired up today. It'll be fun. Marvel cancels both Iron Fist and Luke Cage.
I'm glad.
Week after week.
You wanted, I'm glad. That was the first thing I was going to talk about, too. That's huge news, right?
It is huge, yeah.
So what is going on at Netflix?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of different speculation between, because obviously the other trending one is Punisher and Jessica Jones are safe because they're in the middle of shooting.
Yeah.
Punisher's shooting season 2, and then Jessica Jones is on 3.
And they canceled the Defenders way before this. They said that was never going to happen again.
Nope.
Which is, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what's happening because they don't release any numbers or anything. So that's the hard thing to guess.
Netflix doesn't? Yeah, they never release
But
numbers.
everyone's saying it could be a Disney Netflix war. Something's happening where they're trying to pull all their.
It makes sense, though. You know, I mean, Disney's starting their own streaming service.
But I think Netflix owns all the rights to.
They do. They made a deal
back
in 2013.
So you couldn't pull yours off and put Luke Cage on
or Netflix.
Disney. So I don't know.
That's true.
I think it's a numbers thing where those numbers. I mean, Iron Fist didn't surprise me. I'm not sure if anyone really watched Iron. I'd never watched the first one. I'm surprised it got a second season. But Luke Cage did surprise me. But Luke Cage
because Luke Cage got good reviews coming out.
The second season did not.
No,
horrible
no.
reviews.
The second, it was awful.
So maybe it's just a numbers thing. That's what I would assume.
Had to have been, yeah.
But
because they kept Jessica Jones, and I've never watched that one either. I heard it's dark. I heard it's
Jessica
good.
Jones is good though. I've seen the first one of Jessica Jones, and it is really good. But I don't know what's going on. What's going to happen with this? How are they going to expand still? Are they going to keep adding new heroes?
Dude, I have no idea.
Is this going to be the end? Is this the last season of each one? Are they preparing for the Mandalorian?
Are they? That'd be sick.
I mean, that's
back in time.
That's what they're doing.
I'm trying to find the information that I found on all this. I read this article and now I can't remember anything from it.
Yeah, I didn't see a reason of why they were doing it, but it has to be a numbers thing.
All right, next one. Did you see William Dafoe? His picture from the Aquaman movie?
No.
He's riding a shark.
Yeah. Well, what do you expect?
It's hilarious.
I didn't even know William Dafoe was in. Is he?
I'll show you. I don't know. It's weird.
Are you sure that's a real picture?
Yeah. No. It's a real picture. Aquaman. Here it is. That's him right there. That's William Dafoe.
I can barely. Oh yeah, he's a
little
him, bald.
Though. Yeah.
You can tell by that fucking mouth.
Yeah, that mouth is very distinctive.
Mouth. I don't know who he's playing.
Yeah, but that's him too. Look at that shark.
Oh, must be. What is that thing? It's like an alligator.
It's like an alligator shark. It's a half breed.
Those are rare.
Deep in the
Those
ocean.
are rare.
Very rare. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life.
Personally,
can't say I have.
Well, I love Willem Dafoe. I mean, he's one of my favorite. He's still one of my favorite supervillains of all time. His Green Goblin is
you
can't
beat that.
No,
you can't beat that.
But I did not. Some news I got that I just saw is that Jason Momoa is already preparing for the second Aquaman.
Yes, I've seen that too.
Not sure if anyone else is.
I don't know if anyone else is either. That's great.
But I'm not sure if that's kind of his own thing. He's just going for it, or
well, he's got to be. It's got to be like the MMA thing where you go out there and you yell it out to everyone, and
you start saying that.
Start to see what the feel is. See if people want second Aquaman.
We haven't seen
Problem
the first
is we haven't even seen the first. Yeah, I know.
Well, that always happens.
Maybe he's jumping the gun just a little bit.
Well, I'm sure he wants a second one.
Oh, of course he does. That's money in the bank for that man.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, I do not have high hopes. I still can't get on that Aquaman. I just do not see it being good.
I don't foresee it being great either, but I'm going to go see it. Unless, actually, why did I say that? Because that's a lie. I'm going to check Rotten Tomato, and if it's under 50, I ain't going to see it.
I know. That's one of those things where I would almost rather not know and just go in there and do it, because if I know it's going to get bad reviews. I can't. Because
if I know it's going to get bad reviews, I'm just not going to go.
I know. I really don't want to waste the money. And
I can't, man. I canceled my movie pass today officially. Today is the day. I write the date down, damn it. October 20th, 2018. Mason Knight canceled.
No more.
His
From
movie
this day
pass.
on forward.
I'm tired of it.
History
I was going to
will
go to a
tell.
movie late tonight and no listings for all day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fuck you guys.
But the Flash movie was delayed again.
Thank you for switching topics. Again?
Yeah.
So when are they going to film it next?
We'll never
Or when are they going to start?
Ever. We're never going to get this Flash movie. This is the only movie I want to see at this point from DC is Ezra Miller's Flash. It's the only movie I have any...
Well, from the small parts that we actually did get to see from him in Justice League.
Yeah. He
did a good job.
Well, he's the only hero that hasn't been ruined besides Wonder Woman, of course. But, yeah. And to me, he's acting-wise the best actor out of any of them.
Talent-wise?
Talent-wise.
Out of that whole...
Drama.
Out of the whole Justice League cast?
Yeah.
Really?
Who's better?
Good point. I mean, yeah, I can't really think of one right off the
Ben
top of my head.
Affleck? I mean, he's been good
Ben's
in
been
things,
in some things.
But
yeah.
Ezra Miller, there's been some things that Ezra Miller's where his... Have you seen Talking About Kevin?
Oh, yeah. We need to talk about Kevin.
We need to talk about Kevin, yeah.
Great film. John C. Reilly.
Wow. And
what's her face? The one that always plays
Tilda
like crazy.
Swinton.
Yes. Yeah.
That movie is... if you haven't seen Talking About Kevin, or Let's Talk About
We
Kevin,
need to talk about
we need to talk
Kevin.
about Kevin.
Or Let's Talk About Kevin?
I don't know, but it's a heavy fucking film.
It's very heavy.
But yeah, I
Dark, too. Takes a different twist and spin than I expected, too.
It's crazy,
as far as
dude. It's a movie.
choice
It's a movie. I think now that would cut deeper
than it did when it was made.
I'm surprised it hasn't had bringing, but that's a movie that's even just hard to talk about.
It is. It's rough.
It is a very hard movie to watch, and I have not
And
watched
very,
it.
very
I have
end
not
is
watched it a second time since I watched it the first one.
You're kidding me. Oh, you got to watch it again. I've watched it twice.
It was great, but it was hard to.
It's
hard to
sad, but I
stomach.
mean, the acting is just so good that you can't pass it up. You got to watch it twice.
It's tough.
If a performance is, I don't care how grueling or depressing a film is, if the acting is superb,
Either do I, but
I got to watch it again.
That's a movie now that maybe it's the time we grew up in, but
Right.
that's
It's
a movie
too
now
close to home.
that cuts real deep, especially with the whole thing. The biggest thing is, spoiler for me, him going and killing his sister and everything.
Right,
That
yeah.
was a tough one for me. And
Right.
because we just got done.
We totally spoiled the shit out of that. Yeah.
But well, yeah, but I mean,
It's kind of not a spoiler, though.
yeah,
Because it happens
right off the
pretty
bat,
early
he
on.
almost tries to kill.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
But yeah, we just talked about Halloween, so go and listen to our Halloween review. But
we have an hour and a half of spoilers.
yeah, and
in
we
that
go
podcast,
in
too.
depth,
We
in
do.
depth review.
Yes.
But he's the kind of killer that was like just cold blooded, and Kevin.
Right.
There's no stopping what he was gonna do.
No, and
he was very Mike Myers-esque.
Right, and he was raised that way his whole life. Not raised, but he was just.
He never changed.
way.
Yeah, he was that
Yeah.
way. He was just one of those kids.
He
that
just
was
always hated
born
his
with
mom.
something wrong.
Right.
He fucking hated
Chemical
his
imbalance
mom.
or something,
He
man.
hated her.
He did.
Oh man,
The ending was good.
Even
though.
in prison, I know.
Yeah, but that ending.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I know. Well, I won't spoiler anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Great film though. Go check that movie out. We need to talk about Kevin. Let's talk about Kevin.
Ton
it is. It's one of those two.
Great cast.
Great cast.
But
Yeah.
man,
Amazing.
sombering movie.
Yeah, don't watch it if you're trying to get in a good mood.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to happen.
Don't watch it if you're trying to fuck, because it's a killer. It's a boner killer.
Yep.
100%.
It's also one of those too. Yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
Okay, what else do you got for movie news?
Movie news. I've got. First Man. It's getting great reviews.
Not great on the box office.
Not good in the box office. No.
Well, speaking of Halloween, this week they killed their. They say they're on the hunt. Halloween is close to being Venom. Biggest October movie of all time. But yeah, the lackluster start for, and that's a movie I want to see very
That's
bad.
the one I want to see that
Weird
I haven't
enough,
either.
I have not seen it though, and that's yeah.
You haven't seen it.
Exactly, yeah.
Jesus.
And that's a movie that I really want to see, but maybe it was the promotion. Maybe didn't do the job because I don't know.
It didn't though, because I didn't hear enough about it, or I didn't see enough
Either
about
did I.
it.
I did not.
Yeah.
See, I saw 2 really good trailers that looked awesome, and then I did not hear much about it. Especially it being released, I didn't hear anything about it. But yeah, that's a movie I want to see, but not doing great,
No, it's not. But
which sucks. But
the president from Universal came out and said, gave a statement
that's
about
what I
it.
saw.
And was kind of like, yeah,
about
but in the long
why
run,
it underperformed or
Yeah.
something.
and then how
Which
the movie
people-
will like be iconic for decades to come.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I was like, wow, that's pretty ambitious, but hey, I'm gonna go check out your movie
Well,
now.
it has great reviews though. It
It
got
does.
Apollo 11
Yeah.
type reviews. I mean, and I don't know how great Apollo 11 did when it first came out, but people I think are just about done with space movies, at least realistic space movies.
Right.
As far as I feel like it's been done quite a bit about.
But the one going to
trial.
Mars is intriguing. Like The Martian was pretty cool, but
But that wasn't real. I mean, that wasn't a story we've heard before. You know, we all know what happens.
isn't First Man about going to Mars?
No, it's about the first mission to the moon. He's playing Neil Armstrong.
Oh, you're shitting me.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, he's playing Neil Armstrong.
Oh my goodness! This whole time I thought First Man. I didn't know that was like a biopic.
Yeah,
Oh Jesus. Okay.
he's the first man on the moon.
Right. I thought it was like a Mars, like the first man to Mars. I thought they were just
no.
adapting it to like futuristic terminology.
No, it's just the story of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, I mean, I'm still gonna see it, but
Yeah,
that
no.
definitely changes shit up for me. Yeah.
I know.
I would have been so damn confused. I'm like, this looks like the fucking moon. Like, who's this
Why
guy?
is the technology so bad? They're trying to get to Mars.
Why do they keep talking about Lance Armstrong, that bike rider? I don't get it.
No, you're thinking of Louis Armstrong.
Ah, that man. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
The first man to play trumpet on the moon.
Oh, okay. There we go. There we go.
But yeah, he's going to the moon. It's a realistic story about them going to the moon, which still interests me because it's an amazing story. And they went up there in a fucking tin can.
They did.
But
I don't know how they got back okay.
No, they did not.
They had to have had.
That was one of those where they did not expect him to come back. It was such a weird time about beating the Soviets.
Like you were just okay with setting people up like that?
Yeah. Well, fucking the Russians were.
Oh, I know.
They were losing astronauts left and right. Everyone that stepped foot in a rocket was going to die. But yeah, interesting. Didn't do great. Guardians of the Galaxy news. They postponed it, I think, again. It's not supposed to come out till 2021 now.
2021.
3 years from now.
Yeah, so that's a long time.
But I didn't hear anything about them filming or when filming was going to start.
Probably not till 2020.
Last thing I heard was they were attempting to get a female director.
Right. Yep.
To overcompensate for the fact.
Thank you so much, because we definitely needed that. Let's not
they're not
hire
bad guys.
the best.
See, Disney aren't bad guys. No. They're good. They're hiring women. They're firing the bad. They're replacing them with women. But
it's all good.
I like picking the best director.
Right. Over what your gender is or your race.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not having
why not just hire the best person?
Yeah, not having to overcompensate because one of your guys said some bad stuff, so now just because. But of course, there's a lot of great film directors. They can absolutely, but it's gonna suck because they're doing James Gunn's script. So no matter what, it's gonna be just like you're hiring a placeholder. And to hire a woman, that kind of just says it kind of says we're just hiring her because she's a woman.
Exactly. If you're trying to hire someone, right, and you come out and you say, well, we want a woman. Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that. You can hire a woman to direct, but why do you have to come out publicly and say that? Just hire a woman. If you really did care about women's rights, you wouldn't have to come out and say,
no. Oh, we're hiring a woman this time. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
To try to hide your case with this whole incident. So I just think it's just grandstanding, man.
It is really absolutely. And I think it's degrading to the woman they hire.
It is. It's very degrading because she's probably a brilliant director anyway.
But she's being used as
a political ploy.
They're just hiring her because she's just a woman. So
right.
Weird. Disney's weird. They're usually on the wrong side of history. Unfortunately. But I'm sure, I don't know. That Guardians of the Galaxy movie is going to be wishy-washy at best. I don't know.
As you told me earlier, it's also they kept the script.
Which was huge.
So I mean, you know what? I think they'll get the job done. I mean, you look at Disney, you look at all the shit they put out. They're untouchable.
Oh
yeah, they're unstoppable. I mean, the shit they make is good and is consistently good.
Fox deal is
right. The Fox deal, yeah.
Now they're just.
And other news in relation to that, Dark Phoenix may be the first XMen under Disney's.
Yeah, that's what I saw, the first one, yeah.
Because they push it back till June of 2019.
Which is bad news for that movie, which I thought was done filming. I mean, I've seen the trailer for it. It looked, so I don't know.
Why did it look subpar? I didn't see the trailer.
I thought it looked like the rest of them. I thought it looked like the other the last two of those, just average. But
Apocalypse wasn't impressed with.
Now that they're delaying it and moving it over Disney, something must be wrong.
What the X-Men? Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix. They're delaying it, right? Yeah.
What do you mean something might be wrong though?
Because I thought they delayed it there. I thought they pushed
you mean
it back.
the film? No. I think what they did. I was reading the article and I think what they did is they delayed it so it could be under Disney's name.
Oh, so it's nothing about the...
I don't think it has anything to do with the filming or the movie.
Oh, they did.
I think it's done, but I think something dumb. Some sort of thing where they had to wait because originally it was supposed to come out in February 2019.
Well, it's because it's under Fox right now, right?
Right,
it's under
and I
Fox.
think if they wait long enough,
because the deal has to go through first.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
it has to be finalized, some bullshit like that. So that's why they pushed that movie out.
That sucks. So I'm guessing Fox made that movie. Now they won't be seeing any of
the
profits.
The profits.
Yes,
that's part of the Disney deal, bitch.
Yeah.
Sign these papers or we'll fucking kill you. We're
now.
Disney. That's ours.
That's crazy, yeah. Delaying a whole movie just for that, just to put your name on it.
Hey, that's what Disney does, man. They pay the big bucks. They probably paid cash for that movie outright. They're like, oh, Dark Phoenix, X-Men? Oh, here you go.
Yeah,
here's $2 million.
Let me go through my couch.
200 mil.
See what,
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, they got, what was the sales? $1 billion something.
71 billion.
71 billion.
That's nuts.
I'm sure Fox was like, fucking take any
You know
movie.
what? Speaking of $71 billion, I should just randomly bring it up since this is news. Mega Millions is up to $1.6 billion. Are you going to buy yourself a ticket?
I'm going to need to.
You're going to have to.
You're gonna buy that, start our own fucking production company, start making our own movies.
I am
good movies that people want to see.
Dude, I'm not kidding, man. If I made
made
that kind of money, I'd make my own production.
Billion, you could.
Hell yeah, I'd be making movies. Yeah, I'd have my own indie label.
With 1.6 billion, you can make 2.5 Transformers films.
I'm gonna pass on. I'm gonna pass on
2.5 of the later.
You know what
ones.
I'd rather do? I'd rather make 50 great films than 2.5 Transformer films.
You're not saying that Transformers aren't great.
What I'm saying is I like explosions on the 4th of July. Okay, but other than that, get them.
Every day's 4th of July when you're making a Transformers movie.
Yeah, especially with Michael Bay. Thank you.
But yeah, you can make a fucking billion indie films.
Yeah,
just shit done. I mean, you can do A24 style.
Their movies kick ass.
Yeah, like, absolutely.
Honestly,
but yeah, that's a lot. I don't know. I gotta buy a ticket, I guess.
Fuck, there's a new one. There's a new one coming out. A24.
Well, Jonah Hill's new movie's coming out mid-90s. Looks awesome.
That one looks good, but there's another one. God damn. Anyway, they're killing it.
They have Dwayne Johnson's Jungle Cruise moved back to 2020, which sucks because I'm sure he's hurting for work. Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, definitely.
Which is a shame because I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not doing much right now.
Sure, he's real upset about that.
I'm sure they was moved probably because his scheduling didn't work out for the next 4 years. He's in 38 movies every month.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. In Disney movies too, so you know the guy is getting paid.
Oh yeah, for sure. No,
Jesus.
He's gonna That's one face that I just love to keep seeing in movies.
Yep. Just over and over.
Quicksilver may make a return in Avengers 4.
Yeah, what's that about?
I'm guessing you have the time/Infinity Stone. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, so they're going to bring back the one superhero they actually killed? The one they actually killed, they're going to bring back.
Just to make it sure that no one ever really dies.
Nope, because superheroes win in the end, no matter what. That's great.
I can't even imagine the guy who played Quicksilver, who's an amazing actor, who's been in a ton of stuff since then. I can't imagine him coming back for this 2-minute role.
There a comment from him where he's like, "I'm not coming back." He's like,
"No,
what?
I didn't. I believe it though."
Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's
Quicksilver.
Why would you? You don't have enough. You're not gonna have enough heroes in it. Oh, you're never gonna get anything like that.
I hate that. I don't know why I do that. I go to IMDb and then I type in something that I should write in Google. But see, I'm good when I'm sitting in that chair.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do. I can actually do it, but I cannot multitask. I'm literally awful at it. Like right now, as I'm talking, I'm like just trying to continually talk so I can pull it up. What's his name?
Aaron Taylor Johnson gives insight to go to the first one, comic book one. Left, right, nope, up, middle one, middle, down.
Oh, right you mean the article.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Gives insight into whether Quicksilver could return in Avengers 4.
Just looking, where's that quote at? Aaron Taylor, the possibility. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it will happen. Things is no one. Bottom paragraph. This one is expected. Yeah, so he's not down with it.
No, he's not.
He's not. I don't even know why. I don't. Unless it was a cameo. Unless it was a cameo where like you saw his ghost or something, or
but
it was a Force ghost thing. That's the only cameo because he had such a small role in the first one. Or the first
he wasn't in it that much. No,
it was not enough for me to even care when he got shot multiple times, which he wasn't that quick. Obviously, bullets caught up to him.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was a significant character, but again, it's Disney. They don't want to kill anyone.
Yeah,
they want everyone to live. Want everyone to be happy. I have a bunch of Star Wars news.
We might as well get into it.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Welcome to the Star Wars Minute with Mason Knight and Cash Kraus.
Welcome.
Okay, here we go.
Force be with
Star
us.
Wars, upcoming projects.
Sure.
First one. Obviously, let's talk about The Mandalorian a little bit. Did you see the photo picture yesterday?
I saw the one of him on set, no? There was a different one?
Yeah. George Lucas took a picture with John, the director. It was his birthday yesterday.
Oh, just a picture of them, too? George Lucas being
In
anywhere...
a cantina.
George Lucas being anywhere near this scares the shit out of me.
Well, he's been on a lot of different other Star Wars sets, too.
Yeah, that's true.
He was on, like, Rogue One, The Last Jedi.
Was he? I heard
on both of those.
I heard he... Oh.
But he wasn't on Force Awakens because I guess they were trying to keep their distance.
I can't imagine why.
Which, ironically enough, The Force Awakens ended up being more consistent with Star Wars than The Last Jedi, and that's the one he went to.
Yeah, well, but yeah.
As far
But
as
he
like,
said he liked The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
I liked it too.
That's what I heard is he liked it. But anyways, that is cool. But you just, with George Lucas, you just got to be able to tell him no. That's the
Right,
big
yeah.
But I'm sure at this point he does not.
He doesn't care. He's rolling in Benjamins.
Him being there, just you can just ask him questions because he does know everything about the history and everything. He just doesn't have good ideas.
Right.
Great world builder, bad storyteller.
And you know what? Sometimes you can't do everything.
No.
You know? You delegate, and maybe he's finally figured it out.
He did create one of the biggest
franchises of all time.
There's no doubt that he's not a genius at
he is a genius, yeah.
Just not a great filmmaker.
Yeah, just
he's got great
not,
ideas.
No.
Great
ideas.
Keep him away
the execution
from
of them is different. Yeah, you need a professional for that.
But yeah. So do we still have a cast who's playing the Mandalorian?
We still don't know. Everything's
Who's in
under
that
wraps.
mask?
Everything is under wraps. That's the only thing we got from set. That's it. Was that picture. But I wanted to just bring it up and say that is news.
Yeah.
They did take a picture together, and George Lucas is on set for The Mandalorian,
Well, to know
so we
that
know
they're
it's going to
like
happen.
shooting it, yeah. Or maybe they're just showing him around or something. But
right.
at least to know it's a real thing.
Yeah, that's great. It's not rumored anymore.
No,
It's the truth. So
I don't know how. Yeah.
Rian Johnson film trilogy. That's another upcoming project. That is confirmed. That is for sure.
Really?
Yes, he is getting all
Rian
three.
Johnson,
He's
who?
getting a new trilogy.
Because that was in. Because they said that right when he got hired of Last Jedi.
Yep.
They're like, oh, this guy's the best. And then after it happened, they're like, well, we don't know now.
Right.
So he is for
Yeah.
sure.
So
though.
he is.
I'm happy about
I just saw the updated information.
I think this
they
guy's
said that.
vision is great. I think
So do I.
And
I like him a lot.
everyone that talks about him says he's just a huge fan, and he was great on the cast. Some people fucking hate him. I could see why, but
Yeah.
I'm happy. Well, and this means that he can do whatever he wants. It can be a completely new. I mean, 'cause
Exactly.
as far as I know, this trilogy isn't connected. It's just another trilogy.
No,
It's not connected in
that's
the
it.
universe at all. But so he can just build off, and then no one will be mad when they don't put in what they want in.
Exactly.
That's awesome. No, I think that's great.
Yeah, I like it. I'm all for this world building.
Yeah.
I've told you that. I want Star Wars TV shows. I want like the MCU. I think is fucking awesome because they built a world where it's like not all people from Star Wars need to meet up at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, just like not all superheroes have to meet up at the same time, but when they do, it's like an Avengers thing. Okay, so when they all do meet up, maybe it's like a Star Wars episodic thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Build that Star Wars universe so that we can have, 4 movies a year,
Well, you could just
TV shows, like
Even that,
there's so much money to be made.
you
with
could just
Star
do so
Wars.
much stuff where these stories don't have to be connected in any way in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
You could do so much stuff in the past and everything where these people have and they can be their own entity and everything. You could build off the Mandalorian and he never has to meet Obi-Wan or anything. It just be him.
Exactly.
You can do new villains because there's so much stuff to do in the Star Wars universe. So you can choose the fact that these heroes always happen to meet is insane. I mean, it makes the universe seem very small, but there's so much you could do.
So much.
There's there's so many different characters. You have out of any other franchise, you have more with a Star Wars universe to build from than you have any other franchise, I think. Marvel or anything.
You have unlimited species. You have unlimited places you can go.
Absolutely.
Like the galaxy is huge.
Yeah,
and
you're
it's
not
far away.
You're not attached to one planet. You can go anywhere. It's just going to be expensive.
Right. Definitely.
That's the thing is to make a Star Wars film, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
But I think there's tricks and ways you can cut down the budget. You
So
don't
do
have to
I.
do the whole thing in space. You can just make Just do practical effects.
I know.
Jesus, you don't have to CGI.
Keep it Star Wars,
it.
though, man. Exactly. And people might appreciate that, too, because I'm cool with practical.
Yeah.
I think there's too much
I thought
CGI.
Solo did a good job of using practical effects.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
How much people hated Solo, but I thought that was a bright spot in the movie was how much practical effects they did. And the world felt like a Star Wars world in Solo, too.
It did.
We got any other Star Wars news?
I do.
I know you do.
I do. The Game of Thrones guys, they also have been confirmed. Okay. For a multi-film deal. So it's 2 films, the bare minimum.
Oh,
so this is very weird.
The guys who make Game of Thrones, who have written,
and
the
directed.
creator of the story.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I fucking love that. You know that's gonna
cool
be
with that. That'll be. You know what I'm hoping? Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, that would be.
Dude, come on, man.
That'd be perfect because those guys
better?
are amazing at doing dialogue. So it would be dialogue heavy, and they're amazing at doing action too.
Knights of the Old Republic. That's all that fucking thing is dialogue. I mean, think about this.
Oh, yeah.
Between the books and the video game. I mean, you're literally reading a book when you play the video game. I just downloaded the Knights of the Old Republic on my Xbox
It's
One.
good, yeah.
And I'm playing it, and I'm reading a fucking book. This is just a story. But I'm enjoying it because I love Star Wars, you know?
And it would not be a big divergence from doing Game of Thrones.
No.
It's damn near the same except for swords. Now you have laser swords.
Exactly. And you just put a laser in between, you know, because it's like whatever.
But,
it's not that hard.
A 2-movie deal at the least.
At the least, yes. That's at least a multi-film.
I would love a fucking HBO Knights of the Old Republic series. Even if we got 6 episodes a season.
Oh my God, I'd be so happy. I'd be the happiest man on earth. All I've ever wanted is
because the Knights of the Republic movie that's a story you got to go in depth with.
Yeah.
I mean, and Game of Thrones goes in depth with. Don't get me wrong, but that's
because you have to understand the history.
Exactly.
There's so much history there,
and there's no to build off anything else. That's a completely new story and everything.
It is,
and
and they can do anything they want with it.
Yeah,
you know, any time period. Like
I'm glad to hear because I'm glad that Disney has some balls now. I guess because they were fucking on the fence about all
for a while. Yeah,
because one movie didn't make $2 billion, but oh well, I guess.
And then obviously this is the last piece. This is easy, but they're making more video games as well too. So there's Respawn, which is the enterprise that made like Titanfall.
Yeah,
they're making a Star Wars game. And then Episode 9 they're filming right now. I don't know. They might have wrapped filming by now though.
I haven't seen anything that said they were done wrapped? Or anything.
Okay,
no.
Then they're still filming. But that's it. That's all I had. Oh, Star Wars is making a new cartoon show. Did you know that? On Disney Channel called Resistance. But I think it's going to be like...
I think it's already out. I think they've already done...
I think it's going to be like a kid show, though.
That's what it looks like. Yeah. You haven't watched Star Wars Rebels yet, huh?
I haven't finished it.
Have you started it?
You know, did I tell you?
No.
That I worked with Ezra?
Oh, yeah, you did tell me. Okay. Yeah. His voice, yeah.
Yeah, I was
awesome.
like, what? Yeah. That was so fun. Because, like, I hadn't watched all the Rebels yet, but I'd watched a lot. Like, I've watched enough, you know?
Yeah.
And, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry.
No, you worked. That's awesome that you worked.
Yeah, it was cool, though.
Ezra
it was fun.
from...
yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought he sounded familiar. I'm like, God, this guy sounds familiar. Every time he talks. He's a pretty quiet guy, but every time he talks, and I was like, oh.
That show you can get through because it's only 3 seasons, I think.
Yeah.
But
it's not that long running.
Yeah.
You know Clone Wars is coming back next year?
Oh, of course I know Clone Wars.
Coming back on the
Rebels,
streaming.
Rebels is good because it plays right off Clone Wars.
Yep.
And the same characters are in it and everything. But yeah, I know. I'm going to have to fucking, who knows, get a month free of Disney. I'm so sick of these.
Dude, my bill's running up. I'm paying like $120 a month for streaming shit. I'm like, I'm getting tired of this.
Yeah. One more thing I think we should talk about. One last thing is John Krasinski is writing Quiet Place 2.
Good.
So we do have a sequel. I don't know.
We do have a sequel.
I don't know what that sequel is going to be.
Okay, so he's not going to be in it.
Oh, he's not going to be in it. No. It's Quiet Place 2, so it's not a prequel, is what I think. I mean, if you're naming it 2, it'd be very confusing.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so no, I mean, I'm guessing there'll be flashbacks of him. So I'm guessing he will
be good enough though. Do you think it's going to surpass the first one, or do you think what do you think they're doing? Do you think they're building a world like they did with? Come on, help me out here.
Cloverfield.
Thank you.
I don't. I wonder if it is gonna. I think maybe it might be about his daughter now. Maybe she goes out. Except
okay.
They figured out how to beat those things.
Yeah, they did. Maybe it's a different story entirely.
Oh yeah,
that's a possibility.
That could be that are just branching out. Well, it's a Quiet Place 2 though, so you'd think. So why not name it?
Right.
Why not name it a
name
complete? Yeah. But who knows? That's. But I'm excited for it. I'm all on the fucking John Krasinski directing.
Oh hell yeah! And it's actually his birthday today.
It is.
I posted that on Instagram.
That's crazy. Nice.
It's his birthday, so happy birthday to John. Yeah. Thanks, Jim.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Always watching.
Will be on next week.
Big supporter. Yep. Big supporter of the show. Good guy.
Yeah, real great guy. Had a long, lengthy conversation about him. Says he loves his wife.
He's been with us since the start.
Yes,
since
he
the
has.
Early Office days.
Yeah. I can actually remember sitting side by side with him in the audition room and him telling me a great story.
Weren't you trying to go for the role of Angela?
Angela?
That was not a good idea.
What's the... I was going for Kevin, but I did not get Kevin. No. I did not get Kevin.
Unfortunately not, no.
I guess I just was not talented enough.
Yeah, that would have to be it. Well.
Alrighty.
Until next time, right?
Yeah. I think we're good here. That's all my movie news.
I don't think I have anything else.
Sweet. Alrighty. Well, follow us on YouTube. This episode will be on YouTube. Type in HYSI. This will be episode 102. Episode 102. Yeah. So just type in HYSI space 102. Instagram, have you seen it? You can go there for movie trivia. Days celebrities were born, whatever. Like, we post a lot of stuff. It's cool. Check out our Twitter page, Seeing a Podcast, which we're not as active on because Twitter sucks.
It does, but we post. If there's something big, we post on there.
We definitely do post on Twitter.
But like and give us a review.
Yeah, and give us a review. iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube.
Look for our in-depth Halloween review. We get into it.
We do. Almost as long as the movie.
Damn near.
Yeah, damn near. Yeah.
Almost as good as the movie.
Almost as good.
Can I say that? Just a little teaser.
Hey, that's
just
fine.
A little teaser for you.
That's good. Alrighty.
Adios.